Hello, Creative Soul Retrieval friends. I'm super excited you're here, and I'm taping this pretty early. So those of you who've entered early, I'm kind of excited for you because having time to consider your project and what it's going to be is really lovely to have time. So I check out some of the other resources that I've posted. And as you're thinking about your project, I want you to consider, obviously we want to have something that's small and doable, and we can do it in maybe a span of 10 to 20 minutes so that if you have a crazy busy day, you don't have to skip it. You can find a way to make the time. And maybe on days where you have a little more time, you can expand on it or have more fun with it if you're feeling like doing that. But the main thing I want to say is that just to encourage you to pick a project that somehow enchants you. I love that word enchantment. And I first heard about, I know the word enchantment, but Liz Gilbert, it's probably 4 or 5 years ago, I saw her speak, and she had us write a letter to ourselves from our enchantment. And what is enchantment? It's what delights you. It's not necessarily, I think what enchants me has to do with things that aren't necessarily, me being in service of the world or me being productive. They're often things like, what enchants me, like walking around in a mossy forest and just like going at a really slow pace. What enchants me, making interesting new style combinations, like putting together something funky, I got so much out of that Authentic Fashion February that we did this spring. Does it matter that I have a funky combination on? Will anybody notice if I went for a walk in the forest where it was mossy and it was quiet and I just had a wonderful time? No. So I think the key to most things that enchant us is that they aren't something, we're not going to get brownie points for doing it. We're not going to maybe somebody might see my outfit and like it, but mostly it's to delight myself. I don't need to put on a funky outfit to do the work that I do, to write books and do my shamanic healing and coaching every day. But it delights me, it enchants me. So when you're picking a project, and my first 100-day project that I picked, I worked with Alice, the elephant, my spirit animal, for 100 days. And that absolutely enchanted me. I love spending time with her. I always learn things. And even despite the fact that it enchanted me to do that project, it still was hard at times, and these projects will bring up all your self-doubt, whatever it is that you need to work on, these projects will bring it up. Whatever it is that you need to accept about yourself or to see in your patterns and let go of, these will bring it up. So why not do something that really is fun and delightful for you and that enchants you? Because most of our lives, we're doing things, that we do as mothers, as daughters, as employees. There's a lot of things that we have to do. And enchantment is not one of those things we have to do for work or for our marriage or for our, whatever it is. But I think it's absolutely necessary for our soul. So anyway, I hope that gets you thinking about maybe you had some ideas come to mind as I mentioned the word enchantment. And I'd love to see in comments, like, what are you noodling with? What are you kind of thinking about for a project? Just to kind of like get some ideas going. Because I think if you share your ideas, it might spawn another idea for somebody else. So excited for this project. Mwah! Sending you all love.